Today we're going to talk about dividing whole numbers by decimals, what's the visual going to look like, and what are the answers going to look like. I'm going to start this out by saying think about this as money, and I'll zoom in and go over what I mean by that. Let's say if you have $4 and you're breaking it up into groups of $1 bills, 4 divided by 1 is fairly easy to understand. There's going to be 4 because if you have $4 and you said, okay, I want to break this $4 into $1 bills, I will have 4 overall. But what if you have $4 and you're breaking up that into 25 cents, which would be quarters? You're really asking yourself in this sentence, if you have $4, how many quarters is that going to be? Which is strange because if you are breaking it up into quarters, you're saying, okay, well, there are 4 quarters in $1, so 4 quarters in $4, I'm actually going to have 16 quarters. So it's weird for us seeing a division sign and having answers that are bigger than what we started with. But I'm going to show you, not using money, using visuals, what that'll look like. How they're normally going to show, usually going to show you on hundredths flat. So let's say we have $1 and we're breaking it up into groups of 25 cents. The way you would do that is you would shade in 25 cents or 25 hundredths. 1, 2, that's 2 tenths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have one group of 25 hundredths right here. I'll choose a different color and I'll try to do another group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have my next group of 25 hundredths. I'll choose my blue again. I'll do 25 hundredths again. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll do a better job at counting it this time. And then I'll do my last group of yellow. And I'll shade in 25 hundredths. And as you can see there, I'll probably use darker colors for the next one. But as you see there, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 equal groups. So if I did $1 or 1 divided by 25 hundredths, my answer would actually be 4 wholes. Now the next problem 2, let's say, okay, we're not starting with $1, we're starting with $2, and we're breaking it up into 4 dimes. Well, that's the same as 4 tenths or 40 hundredths, however you want to look at it. If you just want to say, okay, 4 dimes, somebody says, oh, 40 pennies. It's the same thing, but you have 2 holes for this one, and you're seeing how many times you can break it up into 4 tenths or 40 hundredths. I'll use some different colors. I'll use red, so I'm going to shade in 4 tenths. I'm going to change my color. I'm going to shade in 4 more tenths. Okay, I'm going to go back to red. I can shade in 2 tenths over here. And 2 more tenths over here. Shade in 4 tenths. I'll go back to red and shade in 4 more tenths. And if I was to count, how many groups of 4 tenths do I have? I have this group, I have my second group, I have my third group, remember that's like right here and right here. I have my fourth group, and I have my fifth group. So if I was to actually divide 2 by 4 tenths, I would have 5 equal groups of 4 tenths as my answer. My last one, I'm going to have 3 holes for this, and how much am I shading in, or $3. And I'm breaking it up into groups of 6 dimes or 60 hundredths. I'll change to red, and I'll change this one to blue so I don't have to keep changing back and forth. But I'm going to shade in 6 tenths. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to shade that all in. If you get a little bit of overlap, it's not the end of the world. I'm just trying to show you the visual quickly. So that's my first group of tenths. Am I shaded? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have my next group of 6/10. Change a different color, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Shading this 2/10 and this 4/10. And then my last one, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that works out perfectly. And I just count to see how many even groups I have. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So $3 divided into groups of 0.6 gives me my final answer of 5 wholes. So notice whenever you divide, zoom it out, whenever we're dividing a whole by a fraction, your answers are, or decimal, your answers are actually going to get bigger. But what happens if we go the other way, where we divide a decimal by a whole number? You have to come back to me for the next video on that. Make sure to like and subscribe.